Doctor said you have HIV, don't get pregnant. That doctor lied. You can have HIV-negative baby. I have seen it hundreds of times. I am Dr. HIV. I teach people the truth about HIV. If you are or thinking of having a baby and you are living with HIV, this video is for you. And if you love someone who is, kindly share this video with them. Let's get into it. PMTCT, which just basically means prevention of mother-to-child transmission. Fancy words, right? But it just means how do we stop HIV passing from mother to the baby? You know, a baby can get HIV 3 times. One, it's during pregnancy, during delivery, and during breastfeeding. The whole message was, don't get pregnant. But the new message is, we can prevent it at all 3 stages. Globally, about 95% of mothers who are on treatment usually deliver babies who are HIV negative. Viral load, the boss. The most important number in PMTCT is your viral load count. When your viral load count is undetectable, 0 copies, below 50 copies, you cannot transmit HIV to your child. That's UU. Undetectable equals to untransmissible. It applies to sex. It applies to babies too. Yes. So your job is take your sweets, ARVs every single day. Do not miss. And if you find out that you're pregnant and you are living with HIV, start taking your sweets today, because every single pill you take protects your child. Here is what World Health Organization recommend, WHO. Start your antenatal care. Go to your nearest clinic as soon as you know you are pregnant. And at the clinic, they are going to test you and start you on sweets, the ARVs, if you need them. Step number 2, stay on your medication. At your clinic, they are going to be monitoring your viral load very closely. The goal is to make sure that you deliver with an undetectable viral load count. You must deliver safely. If your viral load count is undetectable, you can deliver normal vaginal delivery. But if your viral load is unsuppressed, it is very high, that's when we recommend you to do a cesarean section. But when you stay consistent on your treatment, you are taking your sweets every day, your viral load count is below 200 copies, undetectable, you are going to deliver normal vaginal delivery, unless there are just other complications which might indicate for you to go and do a cesarean section. Step 4 is when the baby now gets medication. Why not? We need to prevent them from getting HIV. So what happens is, immediately after birth, we are going to give you the syrup which you are going to be giving the baby. They are going to take this syrup for up to 12 weeks. Up to 12 weeks, yes. Then the baby is going to be tested. They're going to be tested for HIV at 6 weeks, at 9 months, and the last one is going to be tested at 18 months, following all the testing schedule. Can you breastfeed when you are HIV positive? Yes, you can. If 2 things are true, undetectable viral load and the baby is taking syrup. This is what World Health Organization recommends worldwide. These are the practices they are doing. For as long as undetectable and your baby is taking the syrup, then it's perfectly fine. You can breastfeed. But here is a tip what you have to follow. You must ensure that you do exclusively breastfeed the child for 6 months. At this point, do not do mixed feeding. where you give breast milk and then you give some other food or water. That is dangerous. So it is exclusively breastfeeding from birth to 6 months, breast milk only. Or if you do not want to breastfeed, you do formula feeding exclusively for the first 6. You find out late, maybe you find out at 8 months, or maybe you give birth before you knew your status. Start now. Starting ARVs today still cuts a lot of risks. If your baby is born already, take that baby to the clinic. Let the baby be tested and be given syrup, because every day counts, every hour counts. And you make sure you also consistently take your medication. That's the only way you are going to prevent your child from getting HIV when you are breastfeeding or you find out late. You know, it's never too late to protect your child. Take a proactive step and make sure you test your child as soon as possible and initiate on syrup. Let me tell you what happens worldwide in these clinics. You know, positive mothers, they bring their children to be tested for the final test for the child at 18 months. The nurse is going to say your child is HIV negative. The mother is going to cry. Why? Not because of fear, but because of relief. I need to tell you that you are not a risk for the child. No, you are their protector. Your ARVs protect you. They don't just protect you, but they save your families. Yes, so if this helped you, do these 3 things. 1. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I always post on Thursday to fight HIV stigma with facts. 2. Make sure that you share this with your sister, your family, your friend, your wife. You might save a life today. And lastly, comment, baby, if you want me to send you the World Health Organization checklist in the comment section. Thank you.